Hello, guys. I'm gonna be today's video. I'm gonna be improving the debut album of the Who's debut album. My generation. With me is Garrett from Soundlab Studios,
People
and
try to put us down.
and yeah. So how this is gonna work is he's gonna give me a side one, and I'm gonna give the side one, and then basically for side two, there's gonna be the same thing, and basically we're gonna make my generation from a great album to a perfect album in our
Yes.
eyes. So
So
why
we're
don't we get started?
we're starting this new stream here or stream series here on Next Channel. Back in the 1960s, the British record buyers did not want any hit singles on their albums, and American record buyers did. So British invasion bands often had two different versions, a UK and a US version. But yet, still, somehow, the US version, even though it had hit singles, sometimes would be better and sometimes it would be a lot worse, as in the case of the Beatles albums. So, our goal for this series is to kind of act like we're the American record executives. We've been sent over from the studios the master tapes of the album and all of the hit singles, and we get to put together our version of the album. But we're going to do it a bit differently because American versions usually cut out a lot of tracks to save money. We're going to go a full 14 tracks like they would in the UK.
Or basically what the Beatles would do, because a lot of bands would, for some reason, not do 14 tracks like the Beatles would, which kind of sucks because I like 14 track albums.
Mm. But anyway, yeah, and it's still, I've made a 14 track playlist for my generation, and it's still 40 minutes, which is more than enough time to fit onto a record.
Yeah.
Okay, so, side one. I'm going to have track one be their debut single, I Can't Explain. This is a perfect way to open this album with that guitar. As soon as you drop the needle, you get ba, ba, no. Can't explain. Ba, ba, no. Can't explain. It's a perfect way to introduce the band because that's honestly how the band wanted to introduce themselves back whenever they first released this single. So I feel like that definitely needs to be the way the album opens. Track two is going to be Out in the Street, which was the original first song on the album, but I think it works pretty well as the second song. You get that, which honestly comes back later on a different song on the second side, but we're going to get that later. But that's a good one to go for track two. Then I did a little bit of switching around the order. Track three is going to be The Good's Gone. I feel like after that upbeat, I Can't Explain it, Out in the Streets, you kind of get a little bit slower song, but yet Roger is in his more lower register with The Good's Gone. After that, we're going to go with the James Brown cover, I Don't Mind. Another upbeat R&B influenced song. The next track after I Don't Mind is going to be La 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 Lies, which is a good little pop song. But then we're going to go with Much Too Much after that, another great 60s pop song. Fits really well there. And then the final track on side one is going to be, of course, My Generation, which is the perfect way to end the first side.
Yeah, I can't see how anyone could have generation not be the last track on side one. It definitely would. The U.S. agreed on it and the U.K. agreed on it. It has to be the closer to side one.
Yeah.
My side one is I'm actually gonna go with the UK opener, Out in the Street. Well, the original opener for both albums, and I just think it's just a perfect way to open up a career. Just the way he's just like how the Beatles kind of started their career off with the 1, 2, 3, 4. The who start off with the ow, like it's just, to me, it's perfect. Uh, Next track after that, "La La 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 Lies," great little pop song after that, jammer. Next track after that, I do agree, "The Good's Gone" is a great third track. Track after that, I'm gonna say "I'm the Face," which is actually technically their first single, but not as the Who, but as the High Numbers, and I think it's amazing. Next track after that, "Anytime You Want Me," great soft ballad after those four kind of thrilling songs. Number six, I'm going to go with the B side to My Generation, the UK B side, Shout and Shimmy, James Brown cover, which I much prefer that cover over I Don't Mind. And then, of course, the A side, the B side accompanied My Generation.
Okay, so side two. And Don't Fix What Ain't Broke. The first song on side two is The Kids Are Alright. That is definitely needs to be the first song on side two. And I'm going to be going with the longer version found on the UK album. Great way to start off the second side of the record. Great 1960s, just kind of encapsulates 1960s pop. And then after that, we're going to be going with A Legal Matter, so that you get Townsend's vocals in there. After that, I'm going with Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, which brings back, that's the song that brings back that kind of thing. Then we get It's Not True. After that, after It's Not True, I'm going to be going with Zoot Suit, which is actually a really groovy song. Then I'm going to go with Instant Party, also known as Circles, which was the first song that John Entwistle used his French horn on. And then for the closing track, I'm going with The Ox.
Great track listing. Great album he made there. My side two is, I agree. You can't open up side two without The Kids Are Alright, and them excluding the little instrumental break is a crime to me. I don't know why they did that besides saving money, I guess, on doing that. Right after, I'm gonna say I Can't Explain is a good like follow up to that, like two great songs. And then after that, you get Circles, which great, Garrett said with the ox on the French horn is really good. Next track after that, I gotta say Leaving Here. It was another song that the high numbers, that when they were known as the high numbers, that they did. I don't think it was ever a single or anything like that, but just like a song in the vaults that they uncovered from the deluxe version of My Generation. Next track after that, Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, and then close off with the ox. Like you can't close off My Generation without the ox.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Garrett, go over your track listing again.
Alright, the full album is, if you'd like to listen to, The Better My Generation. I Can't Explain. Out in the Street. The Good's Gone. I Don't Mind. La 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 Lies. Much Too Much. My Generation. The Kids Are Alright. A Legal Matter. Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere. It's Not True. Zoot Suit. Instant Party Circles. And The Ox.
Okay, my track listing of what I consider to be the best My Generation is Out in the Street, Low 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 Lies, The Good's Gone, I'm the Face, Anytime You Want Me, Shout and Shimmy, My Generation. Then you get to side two, The Kids Are Alright, I Can't Explain, Circles, Leaving Here, Zoot Suit, Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, and then The Ox.
Alright, I might have to give a listen to that version, because that sounds pretty good.
I'm going to send it to you, yeah. But yep, that is it for improving the albums. Definitely not as long as I thought it was going to be. Well, just us basically naming the tracks. Yeah, we already know our tracks, so yeah. But hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Whatever.
Episode 2, Aftermath by the Rolling Stones.
Yes, that's a good album to follow up this one. Yeah. See ya.